Good morning. I don't know why I was muted, but I was. Anyway, I was just sharing it out, and it goes. Good morning to everyone. If you didn't get my love message that I'm on here, I'm on here. And with me is our Blue Jean. Good morning, Kathy Hand, Annie Seven, and Blue's calling in the troops. Thank you for tagging people and getting them in here for us. Oh, what a great day. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, as our Deirdre would say if she was here. So let's go into our hearts and celebrate and bring in that beautiful love energy that's there in our heart. So put a smile on your face. Let's do it first instead of last today. Put the smile on your face, telling yourself how amazing you are. That spirit is magnifying your incredible loving energy. And then breathe it in deeply into your heart and release. Next breath in. Focus on something that makes you feel so good. What makes you jump up and down with joy and say, yippee? Just pull that energy into your heart. Let it talk to your brain. Heart to brain and brain to heart. Just keep the cycle going. Keep releasing anything that's not yours, anything that maybe you've heard in the world, what's going on, what's going wrong. Let's focus more on this moment, what's going right in this moment, and stay here, stay present, and release everything. Oh, thank you for being here. Oh my gosh, we had people come in while we were doing the heart brain. We have our beautiful Marietta. Good morning, sweet Marietta. And we have Sally and Tony. Thank you for sharing. Pat Moss. Oh, what a beautiful day. It's Wednesday. It's prayer day. We get to review our list and make any changes and updates. And I hope I got all the names on that people have shared lately. If I didn't, then let me know and we'll put them in there. I was just saying to someone yesterday, the angels have really upped their game. They are taking everything to a higher level. Hello to Mary Jane. I love you so much, Mary Jane. So the angels have taken this messaging, these downloads they're giving me to a whole new level right now. And the one that they gave last night is called Dimensions and Timelines. The key to growth is the introduction of higher dimensions of consciousness into our awareness. That's by Lao Tzu. We live in a world where global events are chaotic and intense, which may indicate timelines converging. Our world is experiencing a massive transformation. Across the board, even in non-spiritual realms, awakening and ascension are being widely discussed. More people now know about quantum physics than ever before and have heard the suggestion that time is not linear. It is more common now to hold a discussion about living parallel lives, timeline shifts or jumping, and experiencing multidimensional realities. I have always heard that if something is brought up more than twice in a relatively short span of time from different sources, pay close attention to it. It happened to be the topic of timeline jumping, which was being discussed in several different conversations brought up by different people. There are no coincidences or accidents has always been my belief, and I am constantly examining my belief system. Therefore, I ask for help from my higher self and the angels. It's my understanding that we humans may exist in various timelines, and we shift accordingly with our life experiences and our personal decisions. There may be infinite timelines influenced by our perception of what is real and what is illusion, and our free will. Dear angels, psychics, numerologists, and astrologers put a lot of emphasis on our being born within a particular timeline. It seems that our lives are built around the birth event, and depending on certain factors, we will be successful or have troubled lives. I am not sure about all that and have a hard time with the concept of a, quote, fixed outcome for my life. Dear ones, there are many states of consciousness, or what you refer to as dimensions. Within these dimensions, all facts and outcomes of decisions exist simultaneously. At any moment, any individual can enter into a state of being and awareness on one or many levels. You may become familiar with one or all dimensions, while some may feel bigger or smaller, more elevated or more sedate. All are equally important. Dimensional work is an opportunity for you to practice non-judgment and unity. Higher dimensional reality is a constant practice and not a fixed state of being. So many possibilities exist that they cannot be numbered. When you enter this quantum state of being, time becomes a, quote, no thing, and you stop focusing on it as you tend to do in your human linear method. Instead, you bask in the elevated energy and sometimes wonder how you got to that state of being and whether you can stay there. We encourage you to open your mind to possibilities as we share more about these matters. Not all of you are ready to hear these words, and we encourage you to keep checking with your spirit team. Stay in your heart at all times and breathe in love. Dear angels, today I promise to stay in my heart and be open to all possibilities. I told you, they upped their game. they're now discussing timelines and timeline merging and shifting. And I heard it so much yesterday that I had to ask the angels about it. I'm like, all right, what's going on? What is this? What's happening here? And when sometimes we get not really overwhelmed, but we get inundated with one certain thing, and we're like, what's going on here? Well, that's how I was yesterday. I heard it from so many different places, and I wasn't even surfing the internet. I was talking to people, and all of this came up, and I'm like, all right, angels, you got some splaining to do. That's a quote from Lucy and Ricky, in case you all didn't know. Got some splaining to do, God. So, yeah, that was their answer. And wow, just wow. Good morning, Leo. And there's our Deirdre and our Auntie Jean that came in. And Sally is back to work. Spent the entire weekend just breathing and being in a place of peace. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Deirdre is seeing timeline jumping a lot lately. Well, I've been doing it a lot lately, and I think really going in my sleep to other dimensions, because the dreams I'm having are just not of this 3D world. Let's put it that way. Good morning, Catherine Kovacs. Good morning, Charlie. And our beautiful Hope. Hello, hello, hello. Listened to the Peapod last night, and it was so informative. So much more to it than I thought. And she needs to come back as soon as possible. I so agree with you, Hope, and I am going to have Sharon back. She's just a wealth of knowledge. I mean, she teaches this stuff. So, the sharing that she did yesterday with us about sound healing, it was just incredible. And I learned so much. And I want you to know that I was really incorporating the things that she taught on the show yesterday. And my knee feels so much better this morning. I don't have the stabbing pain that I have been having. So I'm so happy about that. And Auntie Jean, you're going in and out of dimensions a lot. All of us are. That's why the angels addressed it. They wanted us to know that it's all happening simultaneously. Things that are going on that we think this is a fixed thing, right? I've always thought this is a fixed thing. Like whatever's going to happen is going to happen. But there are so many outcomes to every decision we make. And that's what they taught us in that blog last night. So if you're just coming in, or if you haven't seen it or heard it, please read that information, because it explains a lot of things, I think. And I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say about it. But first, I'm going to say good morning to sweet Joanne. Good morning, and thank you so much for my cuppa. I'm so glad you made coffee before you left, because I walked in there and was able to get some of this good stuff so I can be more fully awake. And Blue says, wow, Teri, I was getting a lesson of being the rock in the river of chaos, and at the same moment being the light energy that swirls around. I don't quite understand it, but feel vast. Yeah, that's the beauty of what they were showing us. It is vast. And when I tune into it, it's like all information at one time hitting you. And this is what a lot of people refer to as enlightenment, which they had discussed, I believe, the day before. I mean, their messages, the conversation that I'm having with them is so high up there that I don't want to come back. When I'm talking with them and conversing with the angels, I just don't want to come back from that state of being taught and being shown so much. And I can only write it in so many words to try to explain what it is that they are sharing with us. But I hope it's coming through. I hope that as you're reading those blogs, and hopefully you are reading them, that you're getting the message, because I think there's an attunement that we're getting with each of those messages, especially the last three. If you haven't paid attention to my blogs at all over the years, it's okay. These last three messages, I really encourage you to read them, because there's some kind of shift that's happened, and they are attuning us so we can be in sync with that shift. So angelspeakers.com, that's where you can go. And we're not chanting for change. I just realized I hadn't changed that. We're Morning Cuppa. And where is it? Angelspeakers.com. That's where all the messages are housed from the angels in the blog. And the last three blogs, they're doing something with us, with our energy. And I think they're upgrading us. They're giving us all an attunement. So I encourage you to tune into that. Robin, good morning. Charlie, good morning. Yep. Don't have to ask how. We just enjoy that wow. And Deirdre has an eyes update. They have to wait until all the inflammation is healed before they can do the surgeries. And I go back next month. Okay. Well, Deirdre, I encourage you to take turmeric as much as possible. Make the golden tea. I love that. Turmeric and honey and some kind of milk. I don't do dairy anymore, so I use almond milk to do that, and it's really wonderful. But it's also healing for any inflammation. And Blue said that yes, the pea pod was wonderful. I just loved it. I think it was one of the best ones ever. And I'm so glad that some of you tuned in to listen to what Sharon had to say and be blessed by the sound. Blue says a metaphor of timeline jumping and being aware of all. Okay. Not sure, but you know what you're talking about, even if I don't. Good morning, Christine. And Blue says, it must be why I have been stilled is to learn about this. There you go. There's a reason for everything, right? And Deirdre, you have turmeric gummies on the way. Yay. I love gummies. I do gummy everything now if I can. My vitamins, my supplements. I even have beet gummies because beets are supposed to be good to lower your blood pressure and I also think blood sugar maybe. They're so healthy and I just have a problem eating beets themselves. So I do the gummies. All right, Kuan Yin has a message. Be bold. If we have been taught to always settle for less than what we dream of, we may wonder if living a boldly optimistic, geez, Teri, talk. We may wonder if living a boldly optimistic life is unrealistic. But you are an adventurer, a divine explorer on the wild path of life. You have been created with those bold dreams in your heart, and you are meant to fulfill them with the loving encouragement and the support of life. Be bold. That's exactly what the angels are saying. Don't just timidly go into, oh, I don't know. I don't know about this, and what they're encouraging us to do is jump off that cliff, jump into another timeline and see what's there and see what's going on. And sometimes we just go because somebody else has our hand and they're like, come on, come with me. And I can just envision doing that, holding hands with another light worker and boldly going into a different timeline and seeing what we're doing there together. All right, so let's see what else is going on. Auntie Jean says, during sleep, I thought I was already seeing my life review a little early. I finally realized what I am doing is visiting other dimensions and maybe past lives, which I have stopped using that word because there is no past. There is no future. There just is. Everything is happening simultaneously. That was their message about dimensions. It's all happening. Isn't that exciting? I think that's so exciting that we have all of this available to us. We can go into any of those timelines and we can be, and things turned out a little different maybe than they did in this quote reality that we're in right now. And there may be loved ones there that are no longer here. So we can go and connect with them because there was a different outcome to their decisions they made. Everything is all about living the reality of our experiences. What did we decide in this moment to do? This lifetime, I decided that I was going to be a speaker, a light worker, a way shower. And so therefore the angels took me on this journey called the Peace on Earth Tour. And we have the Morning Cuppa and we have chanting and that's the outcome of decisions that I made. I may have made a different decision in another lifetime. I might have been a doctor. I might have been a lawyer. I might have been anything. So it's interesting to go into these other timelines and see what we were and see what happened and what the shift was and where the shift was. You can also go into any place on your lifetime here and you can heal things on that timeline. And I'm working with that. I'm working on how to do that. And it started with this knee pain. See, there's a reason for everything. It's opened up a whole new world of possibility that we can go to that place where there was a trauma or an injury and we can heal on that level, on the higher level, we can have all the help that we want from not just our spirit guides and angels, but we can go to other timelines and we can see that blueprint of what that knee or whatever it is looked like and pull that energy forward. I know I'm so excited about this. I've got to stop talking so I can see what's going on with you guys. And yes, thank you, Robin. You need the pepper, the black pepper, to absorb the turmeric. And Deirdre, look at it because it may have it in it. Sometimes if it's especially a gummy or some type of supplement, they know to put black pepper in there already. Blue jean, almond milk, turmeric, powdered ginger, cinnamon, a little black pepper. Black pepper is important so your cells can absorb the turmeric. And yes, you need to add the honey. I mean, what's the joy of drinking tea if you don't have honey with it? Kathy Hand, I bought a turmeric and ginger supplement that I take each day with lunch. And I have a beet supplement too that I take at dinner time. Look at us getting all healthy. I love this. Okay, Josie, our Queen Josephine has arrived. And that means you know who is in the house. Anybody want to say hello to him? Let's say hello to that beautiful pirate. And Blue says, yes, it's very exciting. Where your attention goes, you can have healing energy flow. It will and can. It will. I'm trying to read autocorrect here. Can change the view of the outcome. Yes, Terry, glad you're doing the same. I did not know I had company. Oh, sweet one. I think you've grabbed my hand several times and dragged me into a different dimension. And we've had fun. What's the song? We'll have fun until Daddy takes my something away. Oh, what song am I thinking of, you guys? You know it. It's is it Little Blue Corvette? We're gonna have fun. Anyway, that's what Blue and I do. We go play in the realms and we have fun, and nobody takes our vehicle away. Deirdre says, to know how powerful we are, when I got T-Bird, thank you, Jean Lorio, taking my T-Bird away. Nobody's going to do that. To know how powerful we are, when I got home yesterday, I crawled into bed with my clothes on, yuck, after talking to my cellular structure to make me feel better. Wow, not even a half hour later, I felt so much better, even smiling. We are powerful beings. Indeed we are. And thank you for saying hello to Ricky and calling him in here. Yes, our T-Bird always. Yeah, we'll have fun, and nobody will take our T-Birds away. Maybe that should be my nickname. Anyway, so I was at the DMV office yesterday, and I inquired about having Mama P on my license plate, and I can do it, but it takes 3 months for them to make it. I'm like, what the heck? I'll make it. You just take my money and I'll make the thing. So anyway, that's not going to happen right away because I'm not going to be here for 3 months. I will be heading out in April for Colorado. So very excited about Colorado. Good morning, Leo. P-birds. Oh, I like that. We are P-birds. Leo says, every day I make a cocktail first thing in the morning, a tea with apple cider vinegar, turmeric, cayenne pepper, and lime juice. That's what keeps me healthy and fit. Okay. You would have to put that through a feeding tube into my tummy because my palate just says, oh, no. But I'm so glad that works for you, Leo. I'm taking an apple cider vinegar gummy myself, and I feel different taking that even. Yeah, the Beach Boys, fun. We're the P group, and we have fun. We know how to do that. Good morning, Jennifer Langren. And Kathy says, thank you. I love you. I was discussing the time with Bob. I've been thinking a lot about time and dimensions. I think we all have. It's in our face right now. So I'm so glad that the angels addressed it. And if you, like I said, if you didn't hear it being read, please go and look at that on angelspeakers.com in the blogs, because those last three are attunements for us. They're helping us with this energy shift, and so that we can have it with ease and grace. Blues says, sounds a bit like twickle, a drink farmers make in summer. I drink oregano tea with lemon. Oregano's so good for you. Twitchell. Twitchell. Okay. I don't know. I've never heard that term. Leo's magic potion. Leo has a lot of magic potions. His music being one of them. We so appreciate you, Leo. We were just talking about you yesterday. Joanne and I were talking about last night about your new video. All right. So cheers to dimensions and dimension work, timeline shifting, quantum leaping, all of that good stuff that not all of us understand, and that's okay. We're learning together. That's the thing. That's why we hold hands and do the leaping together. Okay. It is prayer time. We are going to do this on Wednesday. Sometimes we skip it on Wednesday and go to Thursday, but we need to get this out there so we can get any new ones added in and updates on the ones that are on there to see if perhaps they got their miracle and we can take them off of the prayer list if they want to come off. Some people want to stay on, and sometimes the angels say don't take them off, because I've gone to take people off before and I'm like, I think they're supposed to stay on there, and so they do. And so we have almost, well, we do have 20 pages of names. Okay, so Leo says, awesome. I love that you saw that video. It's not very P family friendly. Well, you know what, Leo? What do we just say? We're all about fun. Fun, fun, fun. And nobody's going to take your T-bird away just because you're having fun. So have fun. Do you. You know, there's no judgment here. There is no judgment. There is no criticism. Whatever is you, that's you, uniquely. And nobody has the right to judge or criticize and say, we don't like that. We might not like it. And that's okay too. It's not a matter of us trying to make you or mold you into what we think you should be. It's accepting you as you are. And that's for all of us. Accepting us as we are. You know, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody likes the things I do or when I come on to the shows. That's okay. That's me. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing whatever the angels say to do. And the ones that do resonate are here. The ones that don't are not here. And that's plain and simple. So, okay. So Deirdre is giving us our daily prayers. Thank you, Deirdre. Prayers for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace and attention to human trafficking, support for parents of addicted children. Thank you. And take that off so we can see the prayer list. Sally, prayers for the lost, lonely, forgotten, those who are feeling unloved or unsupported, and for our families. Thank you. And Blue says, yay, Leo, have fun like the time I had put up Chuck on the side of the road. What did I eat? Okay. You had to up Chuck on the side of the road. What did I? Oh my gosh, I remember that day. Yes, you were very sick. And we were all wondering what was going on. Okay, what else? We have any new prayers on here? Deirdre loves your onesie. That was fun. It was just fun. All right. Annie, praying for you and Chewy. And yes, I heard he's going to need dental surgery. Leo says, exactly. There's only one of each of us. Got to stay authentic to your true self. And that's always more fun. It certainly is. All right. So let me put the list up and I'm going to read the names. So let's see if it will let me play a little bit of soft background music while the names are being read. And remember that each one of these names is somebody that we love, somebody that has been given to us to remember, to hold up and lift up and ask for the best and highest outcome. Oops, let me change the page. I meant to do this. Yes, Robin, I added her after you shared about it, and Lisa. So they're all in there. All right. So our pea pod, we pray for all the peace for peace on earth, for attention to human trafficking through Save Someone's Child. And we pray for the families who are dealing with children of any age that are dealing with addiction. Prachetta, Prachir and Goofy, Aunt Mina and Neil, Navriti, Jasmine and her family, Abha, Billy and Tim and their family, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, Loretta and Cecil, Nola, Joanne Castrillo, her husband John, who's a little under the weather right now. So please, if anyone is willing, send some energy healing his way and let's get him back up on his feet, and praying for her daughter and her grandson. Elaine, Deirdre, wanting those eyes to get to 100%, praying for your daughter and for Thump the cat, your sister Steph and husband Bob, Adriel, Joni and son, John, Carl and Viola, Tia Frenetti, Mickey, Suzanne and her family, Jacob, Marietta and Ed, and Mr. Wiggles, and hopefully Mr. Wiggles is still mending well, Raquel and Claude's family, Leo Harley and especially his family, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim and son, Ryan, Ricky's family, our sweet Josephine with us today, Tom and Mary, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio and their family, and Meg's sister Ellen, Jean and Ron Lorio and all the Lorio family, Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, all of your family and your fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony and Rose De La Rosa, and the rest of your family, lifting them up. Kathy and Bob Hand and her family, especially her children, and Bo and Candy Hand, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Paul and Marlene, Joe and his wife, Pat Moss, and all of the family there, her grandchildren especially, Becky LaFave and Travis, Erica Hoppy and her family, and her newest dog, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, his brother and his sister-in-law, Hope Wellington Marshall, and your children, Zena, Iana, and Montana, and your parents, Winston and Cynthia, and Hope praying for improvement every day with you. Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven and Grayson and Chewy, Cassandra and Destiny, Luz Orsini and her family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, Oksana. We haven't heard from Oksana in a while. Let's all send her some love and her beautiful family. Herb, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul Reese and her family, Bieda and her daughter Juliana, Dick Lemieux's family, especially Linda. I'll hopefully be seeing Linda tomorrow, and Linda's sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, and all the family and friends of her mom, Karen, who just passed, and they'll be celebrating her life this coming Saturday. So please lift up that whole family, and especially our Stacy. Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean, and Dave, and all the fur babies there, loving you all so much. Pocky, Gruff, Raz, Wizzy Bee, Blue, Lulu, and Gizmo. Dolly, sweet Dolly, we send love to her. Chance the horse, Lindsay, Aunt Inga, Rose Sermon, Gary McCorkle, Brookie and family. I didn't see Brookie come in this morning, so send her some love, along with Dylan and sweet baby Max. The Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Lillian in Norway, always needing uplifting with her mother and her situation, as well as her family members. Kathleen, our Mama Hada Bear, praying for complete healing for her. I know she's doing good after her surgery, but let's keep lifting her up. All the babies, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, baby Devine, and their families, Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Captain Corey's mom, Pixie, and her family, Alba, Dottie, and Dawn, Grace Isis, her sisters over in Kenya. They're getting ready to celebrate her father's life. So let's pray that everything will go with ease and grace, and that they'll remember him in a loving way. Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family, Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine and John, Tammy Fisk and her daughter and her sister Tracy. It was so good to have her on this week. Lori, Kelly, Rochelle Martinez and her mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, and especially her daughter Lainey and her sister-in-law Sharon, and Jeannie's friends out in Boulder, and her sister Merle, that whole area of Boulder rebuilding, recalibrating after the destruction that went through there a few years ago. Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and family, Laura Hill, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, and Sharon's doing well. I talked to her a couple of days ago. Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law, Hanaya Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and her family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends here in Florida, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil, and the Pakistan orphans. And let's lift up that whole area of Pakistan with unrest going on there. Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joseph, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Marianne Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Sue and her grandchildren, Maggie's mom, Gina Dawson, Janie Stamler, Claudel Jackson, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, Carl, Chris Blake, Dante, Jerry, Kaylee, Trevor Jordan, Richard Weber, Charlotte Abrahams, Michelle Landers and her family, her son Alan and daughter Alicia, Kagan and Wyatt Linder, Barbara Kaufman McGillicuddy, Joanne McConn-New, Whitney, Jude Doughton, Karen Gibbons and her daughter, Matt, James Schultz family, Julie Kiss and your mom Cynthia, Linda Kiss, Courtney, Lucinda, Ryan, M, Pat, Sophia, Aaron Parker, Angelica Compamons, Peggy, Claire, Carrie Klingon Butcher and her family, Brian Hughes, Pat O'Connor, Zoe Charles, Erica Fagels, Yolanda, Sylvie Barnes, Robin Waters Dykes, and your mom Jewel. Hello, Jewel. Joey, Terry, Joanne and Leo, Sam, Matt, Charles and Nita, Yusha, Nancy Brodowski, EC, Terry Newman, Jen and Norm, Keith, Joe, Ollie the Cat, Marisol Soto, Cassie, Deborah, Tyler, Chad Ehlers and daughter Mia, Dick Waters, Milton Carbajal, Tomas Diaz, Cameron, Boris Zoffman, Jacqueline Carbajal, and David Reiger. That's the family of Elena. Salvi Barnes, Aud Barnes, Goon Ellen Sundahl, Beta Hammond, Mary Mitchinson Higman Simpson, Lisa Jo Davis, Jordan, Lydia, Benedita, Rebecca Stewart Rickardson, Matt, Anjali, Paula Graca, David Brett, the Rowland family, Colleen, Dellen Hickson, Richard Barnes, Cole Grayson, Jay Briscoe's family and friends, Robert Wallington's family, especially his sons Ben and Joe, JT, Francis Nalvin, Shauna, Danielle Riverson and her family, Annie's Aunt Carol, Chris and Natika, Elise, Kara, Pam, Christine and Ed, Charlie, Isaac, Jonathan and Eddie, Barbara and Diane, Kim, Peter and Catherine DeSante, Mary Jane in Vermont, doing well, I hear, Carol Caruso, Val Meyer, Tasha, Jocelyn, Linda Kraft and family, Eric and John, Darlene Osei, Paul G, Liam G, Pam, Mivan and Vanya, Daniel McGraw, Minner, is it Miner or Minner? Brumley, Lisa Longest, Rebecca Sherman, Joe Ketterer, Gabrielle, Ina, Joanne's mom in North Carolina, and all of her family. Let's lift them all up that are up there surrounding her mom. Donna, Courtney, Nancy, Tammy Greco's family, Bailey, Jacob, Mary, Brian, Lily the puppy, Wilbert, Grayson's grandfather, and Cindy, his grandmother, Ron Mason, Gabby Forrester, the Vega family, Laura, Lisa Capoli Matroni, Bobby, Elaine, Shiraz, Sharu, Sandy, Terry Funk's family and friends, Wyndham Lawrence's family, Adil, Laura, Evelyn Smith, Beatrice, Amina, Israel, and all areas of conflicts, of the immigrants, wherever they are, and anywhere there's abuse happening, Ashley Miller, Ellen Swilly family, Brother Wayne Redden's family, Alina, Suzanne, Lana, Tom Freeney and wife Linda, Grace Anna, Kim Coles Vintner, Linda Lemieux's nephew Kobe, Shoshana Sabring, Ilana, Stephen, Keith, Uncle Tony, LP, Adam Holmes, Bob Smith, Chris, Christina and Clint, Janine, Heather, Kim, and any others that you want to add to the list. And I do want to add a friend of mine, Norman, to our list, and a special situation that's happening, something that we have been praying for to come to fruition for at least a year now, that we've been uh, having something that we're trying to get some energy movement on. And I think that it's happening, and it's happening tomorrow. If it is, I will be sure to share it with you. So please speak to me clearly, Lord. Open my ears to hear your voice. Open my heart to commune with you more deeply. I want to feel your loving embrace. Open the doors that need to be opened and close the doors that need to be closed. Just take a moment with that. And now let's say this prayer all together. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And where there is sadness, joy. I lift up every prayer request that was spoken, those that are unspoken, that you're holding in your heart, all of our P family, all the loved ones, our extended family through friends. And we just ask for the best and highest outcome of all prayers and give all honor to our Creator. How beautiful. How beautiful you all are. Okay, it's not going away. There we are. It wanted to stay around for a while so we could stay in that prayer mode. Okay, so like I said, if you have anything to add on that prayer list, then please do so and let me know. Right now, I'm going to go grab our Leo and have him sing to us. And we are going to give out some love, aren't we? We do these magic words every day. And Deirdre's leading the way with a thank you. I love you all. Cheers, everyone. Let me put you back up here so everybody can see all the love and gratitude. Thank you, Auntie Jean. Andrea, so glad you're here today. Don't forget, today at 1 o'clock is meditation time. Pat Moss, thank you. I love you. Every day at 1:11, we do a world peace meditation. Love for you to be there. I'll be guiding it today. And would love to have you all tune in. Who did I miss here? And sweet Josephine. So glad you're here. And Rick. Jennifer and Micah, we love you. Oh, beautiful Hope. So much love to you, Hope. Thank you, Deirdre. There's the link. All you have to do is click on that link that Deirdre shared, and it'll take you right to our website at 10 million for world peace. And you can see all the things that we are doing. Thank you. I love you. Oh, is Lisa tuned in? Good morning, Lisa. You're on our prayer list now. We pray for you every day. Blue, 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 and all the babies. I hope they're dancing to this. This is a dance song. Thank you, Leo, for making this one for us. Accept, align, allow. Do you all sing along with Leo like I do? It's so fun. You can't help yourself, right? You have to sing with him. Well, you know that Leo, Blue Jean. He's full of sneak tricks. I hope you all filled your cup up today with love, because that's what this is all about, right? There is only love. And when we come together as family, we show that. Thank you, Deirdre, for helping him at the end. Woo! I love you all so much. I will be back in an hour with Dr. Ruth Anderson. We do a Wednesday meditation together. And then at 1 o'clock, I'll be guiding the World Peace Meditation over at 10 million for world peace. You can also find it on Angel Speakers, Teri Angel, where most of you are right now. Just stay on that channel if you don't want to move around. And let's just have a great Wednesday together. I love you immensely. We had lots of woos there at the end, even Leo jumping in. And you sing it out loud? Yeah, absolutely. It's a song you can sing to and get into the energy of it. Thank you, Leo. We love you so much. All right, stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. And if you do any quantum leaping, grab a friend's hand and take them with you. And let's leap into that beautiful energy together. I will see you all later. Namaste, y'all.